He was hoping to have a moment of generosity. That's why he opened up the car. He had his boy start filming, but it turned sideways. It went left. You know what I mean? It turned into these kids trying to finesse him. And he's like, nah, man. Nah, don't get it twisted. Do not even try. Just because I'm generous does not mean I'm dumb.
Pascal.
Dababy was under fire yesterday, or actually for the past 48 hours. Why, you ask? Because, well, he's in trouble because there was a bunch of kids or a couple kids that were trying to finesse him for his money. We're going to take a look at the video. We got to take a look at the video ourselves. Here's the video. And the question I got to ask you guys is this. Do you think he was wrong for doing this? Check it out.
Baby, bro. You got me. You just trying to make some donation.
Yeah, we got that.
Skittles.
What you want for the box?
200.
100.
Yeah, 200. I mean,
What
like
you
400
charge
every
for?
day.
What you charge for?
One for $2. I mean, like 400 every day.
$2, so add this up. How that's 200?
I make 400 every day off donation.
How much you want for your box? These niggas.
Okay, just so you know, I'm pausing it. It's getting kind of loud. I'm going to lower this down a little bit. But, dude, okay, Dababy went to the two kids. There's Candy, all right? He goes up to the two kids and he goes, hey, how much for the box? You know, he's Dababy. He got monies. He got the monies, okay? This kid has the audacity to say 200. 2 full-on bills for that box of candy. He turns to the second guy. How much for the box? Giving them a second chance. That dude says 202. Okay, let's continue.
You made 400 off that?
Yeah,
and you sell them for $2.
Yeah, and I got for
So let's count it. Let's count it.
It's 34 times.
Exactly. What's 34 times 2, my boy? It ain't 200.
That's 2.
It ain't two nothing. It ain't even $100. $68. What about you?
They try to finesse him.
See, look, see. You give me 1, 2. What, they $2 a piece? $1 each. I bet. You gotta use your head, man. You trying to play, man. I was gonna bless you anyway. You'd have got the 200. Now you got $2. Y'all be good. Look, they pissed. Look, they got me fucked up.
200.
Put my bankroll back in the bag. Put my shit out. They got me fucked up, nigga. I used to sell candy too, nigga. I know how this shit go. Nigga, ask all the teachers. Nigga, I was selling candy in elementary school, nigga.
Okay, all right. So we saw the video. Okay, so we saw the video. Now, apparently on social media, people are really getting upset with Dababy for not giving the kids the $200. But these kids straight up tried to finesse his ass. They were trying to hustle him. You think he's going to give those kids the $200 when they lied straight to his face? Let's be real. Let's be real. I'm sorry. Y'all mad. Some people are out here mad because they tried to finesse his ass when he was more than happy to give them $200 without them even asking for the $200. He would have bought both boxes and said, hey, here's $200 or here's $100 each or whatever for the whole box. Give it to me. He would have done it without a problem. He got money. But they tried to finesse his ass. That's wrong. That's just my personal opinion on this. All right. T, what are your thoughts on this real quick? I'm going to throw it to David.
Yeah. You said it already. I mean, it's pretty much, they tried to take advantage of the situation. He asked them a simple math question. If you are selling a product and you don't understand basic, mathematics, then how are you going to be able to even handle your business or give somebody change back? So, he said, what's $2 times 34? He couldn't answer it. It's 68. he might have gave him $100 for that and had some profit. But this was a life lesson, a teachable moment, as they say. And hopefully going forward, if this happens again with somebody, he'd be able to know his math, know his stuff, and be blessed, quote unquote, as the baby said.
Yeah. I mean, here it is. Frankie Frank said something before I throw over to David. He said he didn't do nothing wrong with those kids are at the age to be honest with an adult, and they should know better. I couldn't agree more. They shot and I get it. Sometimes you just shoot your shot in hopes that the dude's just going to be like, 200? I know it ain't 200, but all right, he take you 200. All right, young blood, go ahead. You know what I mean? I appreciate the hustle, right? I get it. Sometimes you just do it. You shoot your shot. But at the same time, they should never, ever expect any person with deep pockets to just throw them money just because they got deep pockets. David, what are your thoughts on this, man?
I don't know. This reminds me of another situation where I think some people took the opposite view before. I don't remember I think he was a rapper. I don't remember his name, but he was like driving a Bugatti or something, and some
Meek
kids
Mill.
came up to sell water.
Meek Mill. Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave him $20, and I don't know. Is that kind of the same thing as this?
Oh, this is the same. Oh, it's the exact same damn thing. Absolutely. They were sitting there going, "Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro." And he's like, "What are you talking about, man? I'm giving you $20. Split it up amongst y'all." Like, yo, I'm giving you money so you can go buy more bottled water.
Yeah.
I'm giving you money. I'm paying for one, but I'm buying a whole pack, and I'm not even asking for a whole pack. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Do the math. Y'all businessmen, right? Do the math. So, yes, same thing.
It's like, I mean, can't make people give you more money than they want to give you. So I get that they're young and they just want to get some money or whatever, but it has a valuable learning lesson, I guess, that you have to approach people the right way if you want them to buy your product or work with you. It's the same as when you're a kid. You might be able to get away with a little more as a kid because people are going to be understanding that you're young and not as apt to it as an adult might be, but you still gotta play the game right. You still have to make the person want to give you the money. You can't tell them to give it to you.
Right. And the funny thing is these kids are sitting there going, "Oh no," because their response is, "I usually get $400 for a whole box from selling a whole box of this." Now, if that's the case, then don't be upset if the baby says, "I just want two of these, or I want one of each. Here's $2. I'm giving you an extra $1. I don't care." You know what I'm saying? But y'all shot your shot, and you shot it at the wrong person. You were trying to hustle a hustler. Real talk. And he's sitting there basically saying, "Hey, I will not be hustled." There are other videos out here that show him being incredibly generous to other kids, going, "Hey, I want all this candy." But these kids aren't trying to finesse him. They're just going, "Oh, really? You want this whole Yo, okay, it's say it's 34 pieces, $2 each. Okay, it's 68. You know what I mean? Here." And he's like, "All right, here's 500. Just because." But they didn't go to him and go, "Oh, I see all the jewelry and I know who he is, and I see the car he's pulling up in, the van, tricked out van and all that stuff. I'm going to try to finesse him." Nah. Just because he got money does not mean he has to be generous to your ass. He really doesn't have to. He really doesn't. He does not have an obligation to do that. But what would piss me off more than anything in the world is if somebody's trying to finesse me because they know who I am. That ain't cool. Now, Chuck Diesel just said something. Shout out to Chuck Diesel. Good morning, my brother. He said, why post it online and humiliate them? That's a good question. I don't think he was trying to humiliate those kids. I honestly think he was just trying to show to everybody, like, you do not hustle a hustler. You do not try to finesse me. I may have been born in the day, but I wasn't born yesterday. I think that's what the situation was here,
Could be. I mean, maybe he was trying to embarrass them. I mean, that's kind of what we saw with Meek Mills when he posted it. He posted that video, and he also, I don't remember his exact words, but he pretty much just said, like, these idiots are trying to get money off of me or something. I don't remember. It was a little derogatory. I mean, it wasn't too bad considering they're children, but Meek Mills was definitely trying to embarrass the children. So maybe this guy was too. I don't know. The baby was, but I mean, I guess I don't see a reason to necessarily share this video. I mean, he didn't even blur out their faces, did he, or anything?
No, their faces are right there in all of its glory. You know what I mean?
So I agree with that part, that there was really no reason for him to post this either. After he already dealt with the children. May not have been the best way, or maybe it was a good way to deal with them. But either way, he didn't need to put their business out there for everyone else to see.
Yeah, I mean, I see your point there. I don't, and Chuck as well. I mean, I see both y'all's points. I mean, Chuck even said he could have taught him a lesson without even posting it. And that's true, too. I agree. He could have just been like, yo, hey, you do not try to finesse me. And this is it. You mucked it up. This is what you're going to get. I'm still buying something from you, but you ain't getting $200 from me. I'm sorry. You trying, but it ain't going to happen, So I see the point. I see Chuck saying something again. He says now they're probably the laughing stock of the neighborhoods. Now that could be it too, and that sucks. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like they made the decision, or the first kid, well, both kids, because the second kid just followed in suit. But the first kid had a choice to just be blatantly honest. But he took advantage. He was trying to take advantage of the baby's checking account and trying to take advantage of the baby's generosity. Shouldn't there be something for that too?
I mean, I'm thinking if you're a salesperson and he's going door to door, it looks like, or person to person on the streets, did he prepare himself for a sales pitch? I mean, I learned that in high school. Like, how do you impress somebody within a few minutes? So he should have been prepared, him and his friend both, on if we do see somebody with a lot of money, or just any other person, how can I sell them my candy bars and have them be convinced that they're buying the best product from me and not somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of entrepreneurship and being a salesperson and marketing, is how can you market yourself to have a product that somebody wants to buy immediately. And even more so, you met a celebrity who had a bundle of cash in his pocket that he would have gave him who knows how much if you could have convinced him that it was a good sell, or that he was doing a thing that was very virtuous and a thing from his heart that the baby would have approved of. And also, like, this in general, this experience, hopefully they can learn going forward, and also they can learn and think about who really are their role models. I mean, if they felt humiliated and they felt belittled, that's change your perspective on who you idolize going forward.
That's a very, very good point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, careful who your idols are. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they say you don't want to meet your heroes. And I've seen, I've witnessed that even myself, firsthand on multiple occasions, where that saying is very, very true. But I feel like in this particular situation, yes, I do agree to a certain extent with what Chuck said, and also with what David said. I do believe that they didn't need to, or DaBaby didn't need to put this out here for everyone to see. Or at least if he was going to put it out, he could have at least blurred out their faces. I think that would have been a fair thing. But at the same time, I think those kids really try to finesse his ass. They try to con him because they knew he had deep pockets. So they're just like, hey, let me see if I could double up really quick. But like I said, those kids made that bed. That moment, he was hoping to have a moment of generosity. Real talk. He was hoping to have a moment of generosity. That's why he opened up the car. He had his boy start filming, but it turned sideways. It went left. You know what I mean? It turned into these kids trying to finesse him. And he's like, nah, man. Nah, don't get it twisted. Do not even try. Just because I'm generous does not mean I'm dumb. Does not mean that you can walk all over me. So maybe he put that out to show everybody, hey, don't even try to hustle me. Just because I'm generous does not mean that I'm just going to be given just because you lie straight to my face. That's what I think on it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I truly think on it. But I do agree. He could have blurred out their faces. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they could be the laughing stock of their neighborhoods right now. But at the same time, hopefully these kids will learn. They'll learn from this. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they take this opportunity and try to spin it, because there's no such thing as bad publicity. Just saying. If they look at it and they angle it right, maybe they can double up just off of the clout, just off of the situation that happened. Just saying. Just saying.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.